Like any market, Dubai has its excellent and not so good investment properties. The problem is that the affordable segment is the hardest one, and after working with hundreds of investors, we figured that people with an entry-level budget get misinformed most, and they often regret their investments if they made them before getting our advice. So in this video, I'll share 5 high-potential investment opportunities under $300,000, and I'll be transparent about both their advantages and weak spots. Starting with the first project that is in an early stage area, but it will have predictable rental returns. It's in Jebel Ali, but it's not Jebel Ali most people know. The broader area is famous for the New Palm, but we're not talking about this, and we're not talking about the industrial zone either. This project is being built in downtown Jebel Ali, right on Sheikh Zayed Road. You can see it on your screen. The area is almost undeveloped, only about 5 completed projects, but it already has a working metro station. Dubai Marina is 15 minutes away, Palm Jebel Ali is 10, Expo City 10. Al Maktoum Airport is 20 to 25 minutes from here. It's also next to Jebel Ali Free Zone, the largest free zone in the UAE. Companies based there employ over 160,000 people in total, and of course they drive the real estate demand. And downtown Jebel Ali is the place where Imtiaz is currently launching new residential and office projects. If you've seen our previous videos, you already know Imtiaz. There are features that every project comes fully fitted, designed and furnished. They handle the construction themselves, and their quality is really good for their price segment. Because of that, Imtiaz is one of the top performing developers in Dubai in terms of investment returns. Our analysis revealed that they are among the top 3 for value growth during construction. Their finished buildings also deliver strong rental yields. For example, Westwood and Al Furjan rents about 31% above the area average. Studios there deliver 7.7% rent-to-price ratio. Put those two things together, value growth during construction and high rental demand, and you get a very strong rent-to-initial price ratio. Westwood Grande in GVC delivers 10 to 11%. Raw District Phase 2 is their second launch in Jebel Ali. The first phase launched just 2 months ago with 4 towers right next to the metro. This one is on a nearby plot, several minutes from the metro station. Between this building and the metro, they're building an 80,000 square foot park. So if you walk to the metro, you go right through this park. It's not a huge park though. Dubai Hills Park is roughly 20 times larger. Think of it as a more pleasant path to metro. Phase 2 is 2 buildings, 1 residential and 1 office. Handover is planned for Q2 2029. Payment plan is 50-50, or they also have a 60-40 option, where you pay 40% over 3 years after handover. Studios start from 666,000 dirhams or 180,000 US dollars. 1 beds are from 950,000 dirhams or 260,000 US dollars. 2 beds start at 1.6 million dirhams or 435,000 US dollars. 3 beds are from 1.9 million dirhams or 515,000 US dollars. And office units are from 1.4 million dirhams or 380,000 US dollars. This project is priced at roughly 1.5 thousand dirhams per square foot. That's about $420. By the way, more details for this and all other projects I'm mentioning in this video are available in our analytical PDF report. It has all the details: pricing, price comparisons, rental projections, and other important data to make an informed investment decision. This report is free. To get it, you can scan the QR code or click the link below the video. Now let's do the price comparison. One of the nearby competitors is Alexis Tower by Reportage. It's a ready building, priced at 1,140 dirhams per square foot. That's around 310 US dollars. There are also some off-plan towers like the one by DR, which is priced at 1.4 thousand dirhams per square foot, and Azizi Arian at 1.5 thousand dirhams per square foot. That's slightly higher than 400 US dollars. Raw District is priced higher, but it's furnished and built to a different standard. It's cheaper than Imtiaz's projects in other areas. The one in Dubai South is 1.6 thousand dirhams, and Pearl House in GVC is 1.8 thousand dirhams. For rent, the nearest benchmark is Alexis Tower. It was completed in May 2024, it's a ready building, Studios there go for 45.8 thousand dirhams a year. One beds are rented for 67.5 thousand dirhams. Against raw district's prices, that's around a 7% gross rental yield for both studios and one beds. And those numbers are conservative, because Imtiaz's quality is significantly better. Two things I want to flag. First, the project is near flight paths. Once Al Maktoum expands, you will hear planes more. And second, the area still has almost no day-to-day infrastructure. It's pretty early stage, but being at an early stage is one of the key advantages of this opportunity, as is the next one. Project number 2, Affordable Master Community. This next project is inside a full master community built by a single developer. A planned neighborhood with parks, lagoons, retail, and offices all being built together. On a map it looks far out into the desert, but it's close to Al-Barari, and downtown is only about 25 minutes away. Silicon Oasis, where a lot of expats are working, is 10 minutes away. This area is called City of Arabia, and I heard some real estate agents selling this project by saying that there is gonna be a Golden Line metro station here by 2032. No, this project is not that close to the metro station. The developer of this project is Beyond. It's a new developer, but it's a subsidiary of Omniad. Omniad is one of the most well-known ultra-luxury developers in the city, and the expectation is that Beyond will deliver higher quality than most other developers. We actually verified this claim and checked how much they spend on construction compared to other developers who build in the same area. I'll break down the numbers in a minute. Their original plan was to develop just a small section of City of Arabia, but Beyond is now expanding across nearly the entire area with their own master community. Within that larger plan, let's focus on the part that matters most for this video: the yards. That's the section where the project called Arancia is. Soon they're going to launch the second phase. The full plan of the yards is 5 phases and 17 buildings, 13 residential, plus 4 commercial and retail. So you're not just buying an apartment, you're buying into a neighborhood with its own offices, shops, lagoons, cycling trails, jogging trails, etc. About 70% of this area is greenery. The community is fully car-free and pedestrian. Phase 1 sold out in a day. In Phase 1, one beds were priced at around 1.1 million dirhams. Phase 2 is gonna be priced about 100,000 dirhams higher. This shows what the future trend will be. Beyond will continue to launch additional phases and increase prices with each new launch. So those investing now at a relatively early stage will benefit from this growth. One bed starts from 1.2 million dirhams, which is roughly $330,000. 2 bedrooms start from 2.1 million dirhams or $570,000. And the starting price for 3 beds is 3.3 million dirhams or $900,000. So the price per square foot is 1,580 dirhams, which is roughly $430. Now, how does that compare? Let's take standalone towers nearby. The first one is Bengadi Skyflame 2. The price per square foot there is 1.4 thousand dirhams or $380. Another one is Azizi Milan, 1.4 thousand dirhams or $380. So you're paying roughly 13% more for Arancia, but those are single buildings with nothing around them. And this price gap makes sense when you look at what goes into construction. Azizi spends about $66,000 per unit to build. Bengadi in Skyflame project spends around $91,000. But Beyond's construction costs in Arancia are $177,000 per unit. So they're investing 2 to 3 times more per unit than other developers. And with Arancia, you're getting a planned master community with everything built in. The closest true community comparable nearby is Gaf Woods by Majid Al Futtaim. The price per square foot there is slightly lower than 2,000 dirhams or $530. Almost all phases in Gaf Woods are already launched and accounted in the price. And if we compare one beds, Arancia Phase 2 is about 20% cheaper. So the conclusion is that Aranci is not overpriced but not underpriced. For rent, the best comparable is the Haven residences in neighboring Majan. A one-bed there rents for 79,000 dirhams a year. Against the 1.2 million price of Phase 2, that's roughly 6.6% gross rental yield. But we expect Aranci to generate significantly higher rent. It's inside a master community, with parks, lagoons, and built-in amenities. The Haven is a standalone building with none of that. And not far from the city of Arabia is another area where good affordable projects come out from time to time. Project number 3 in Dubai Land Residence Complex. For a long time, the area wasn't really appealing. The position was decent, but the buildings are basic. That's starting to change as bigger developers move in. So, who lives here? Working expats mostly. Downtown is 25 minutes away. Silicon Oasis is only 10 minutes away, and then there are also students. Academic City has more than 27 universities with tens of thousands of students nearby. Academic City is also getting a metro station in 2029, which helps. So people who were investing in Dubai Land Residence Complex with us were mostly choosing Imtiaz, for the reasons we discussed before, but there haven't been new Imtiaz launches in the area for quite a while, and at the moment, in my opinion, the only project that might be interesting is Wow Tower by Mr. 8. This developer was founded in 2021, and the team behind this developer has about 20 years of experience in Europe, in Latvia to be precise. They completed 16 projects there. However, they haven't built anything in Dubai yet, and the buildings they've completed in Latvia are quite different compared to the luxury positioned projects they're developing in Dubai. We don't know the exact quality, whether they built on time or not, and if the final product will meet the expectations they've set. So there is a certain risk. The Wow Tower is gonna be the tallest tower in Dubai Land Residence Complex. It'll have 46 floors. Floors 1 to 15 are commercial and office space. Floors 17 to 38 are apartments. Floor 39 is a sky club with gym, spa, a private cinema, and rooftop terrace. The commercial and residential sections are fully separated, with different entrances, different lobbies, and different elevators. Mr. 8 is trying to stand out on the market, and their way of doing so is using higher-end materials in the interior. Here they promise kitchens made in San Marino, Italian-made wardrobes, and so on. The main drawback of this building is the supply. There are gonna be 1,078 units in one building, and the unit mix is not wide, mostly studios and one-bedrooms. So when you try to rent or resell, you're competing against 1,000 near-identical neighbors in the same tower. On top of that, Dubai Land Residence Complex is getting a wave of new deliveries at roughly the same time. That's something to keep in mind about the area in general. Handover is planned for Q3 2029, and payment plan is 60-40, with 40% paid over 18 months after handover. Studios start from 700,000 dirhams or 190,000 US dollars. One beds are from 1,080,000 dirhams, or slightly lower than 300,000 US dollars. Two beds are from 1.9 million dirhams, or 510,000 US dollars. There have been almost no launches by prominent developers in Dubai Land Residence Complex over the last 9 months, so the closest comparables are projects launched earlier. Marquee Vista is one of them. It was priced at 1.6 thousand dirhams per square foot. That's $440. Beverly Park by HMB was 1.4 thousand dirhams, or $380, and LeBlanc by Imtiaz was priced at 1.8 thousand dirhams, or roughly $480 US dollars. All launched about a year ago by established developers with proven quality. Currently, Mr. 8 is priced at 1.7 thousand dirhams, or $460 per square foot. If Mr. 8 delivers on everything promised, the pricing is justified. Studios in the area rent for around 45,000 dirhams per year. One beds for about 60.5 thousand, but those numbers are from older buildings, without anything special. We've seen this before in other areas, with other developers like Imtiaz for example. When they launched Westwood and Al Furjan, the area had nothing comparable to their building. Today, Westwood rents roughly 30% above the average of the area, so Mr. 8 has potential to do the same in Dubai Land Residence Complex. And if it happens, gross rental yields should be around 8% for studios and 7% for 1-beds. Now let's move to the next project. And it's super interesting because it's a combination of a top rental location, relatively low price, fast delivery, and a very attractive payment plan. Project number 4 in Arjan. Arjan is right next to GVC. Same 15 to 20 minutes to Dubai Marina and downtown. You get the same location without the traffic and with lower liquidity risks. Average rental yields in Arjan are between 7 and 8%. The developer we're gonna talk about is one of the fastest builders in Dubai. Most developers sell first and build later. This developer often starts construction before the sales launch. Their finished buildings consistently beat the market on rental yields. And because the construction cycle is shorter, you can cash out faster, less waiting, quicker and bigger return on your capital. This developer is Bengadi, and they made their project in Arjan attractive by introducing a special offer. It's time limited and expires in the end of the summer. They provide a DLD waiver, which means the 4% DLD fee you would normally pay yourself is covered by the developer, and their normal 70-30 payment plan is changed to 40-60, 20% down, 20% during construction, 60% on completion. The handover date is Q1 of 2027. A studio in this offer starts at 700,000 dirhams, or $190,000. The DLD waiver saves you 28,000 dirhams, and during construction, you only pay 40%. That's 280,000 dirhams. At handover, you pay the remaining 60%. 420,000 dirhams. And because this project has such a large percentage paid on handover, it's perfect for a mortgage. If you're a resident and get the current standard market rate for 25 years, then your annual payment will be around 29,000 dirhams. Service charge is 14 dirhams per square foot. On a 360 square foot studio, that's 5,000 dirhams a year. For the rental income, the best comparable is Oxford Gardens in Arjan. It was completed in December 2025. It's a relatively new building and is built by Iman. Studios there rent for about 53,000 dirhams a year. We expect a similar rate from Bengadi. So that's a 7.6% gross yield on 700,000 dirhams. We're getting 53,000 dirhams rent, minus 5,000 service charge, and it leaves us 48,000, minus 29,000 mortgage payments, so about 19,000 left in your pocket each year. You'll need 280,000 to cover the 40% during construction, and roughly 10,000 dirhams in mortgage fees. After that, the tenant pays for the rest of the apartment. If you want to learn more about how to make this work, reach out to us. We handle both the real estate investment side and the mortgage side. So for all of our clients, we help define the goals, develop the right investment strategy to achieve those goals, execute the strategy by finding the right properties, negotiating the price, and securing the right financial terms. All of our recommendations are based on data, financial analysis, and decades of real estate experience. So if you'd like to get a free consultation with us, scan the QR code, click the link below the video, or message us directly on WhatsApp. And the last project on this list is something that many of our clients has already invested in. It's an amazing project, and there are still some units left, so I can't skip it. Project number 5. Top quality apartments. The developer of this building is one of the oldest, one of the most reputable builders in the UAE, and yet many people have never heard of them. It was founded in 1975. They've completed 250 buildings as a contractor. They used to work with Ellington as a contractor, and now as a developer, they're vertically integrated, so they manage construction, timelines, and materials themselves. When they started developing their own buildings, they, in a way, applied Ellington's playbook. They build with high quality, good design, and a lot of amenities. This developer is Salt. The project we're gonna discuss is in Jumeirah Village Triangle, or JVT. It's next to GVC, but it has a completely different feel. It's less crowded, most of the area is villas, so it feels more premium. GVT is 90% developed, mostly low-rise, so the apartment buildings launching now are getting unusually good open views. This project is Sol Levante, and look where it actually is. Across the road, everything is low-rise. Beyond that is Jumeirah Park and Jumeirah Islands. Nobody is gonna build a tower right in front of you and block the views. So, Sol Levante is a residential building with studios, 1 beds and 2 baths. The handover is planned for Q3 2028 and the payment plan is 50-50. Studios start from 890,000 dirhams or $240,000. 1 beds are from 1.3 million dirhams or $350,000. 2 beds are from 2.2 million dirhams, that's almost $600,000. The price per square foot is about 2,100 dirhams, that's roughly $580. So let me show you how this compares to competition. First is Bengadi Luxuria, also in GVT, 2.3 thousand dirhams or $630 per square foot. Then Skygate Tower by Tiger, 1.7 thousand dirhams or $460 per square foot. The quality and the concept are not gonna be at the same level. And Hamilton House is also the best comparable for rent. GVT now has no buildings that can be compared to Sol. So studios in Ellington's project in GVC are rented for 60,000 dirhams per year. 1 bed's rent for 90,000 dirhams. We expect similar numbers for Sol Levante. That gives a rent-to-price ratio of 6.7% on the studio and roughly 7% on 1 bed. By the way, if you want to learn how Sol, Bengadi, Imtiaz, Ellington, and other developers we mentioned in this video compared to other developers in the UAE, you should check out our video on 7 levels of Dubai developers, from worst to best investments.